An update to internet security. Hi everyone, I'm Leo Notenboom for AskLeo.com. I've decided that it's time to update the Ask Leo guide to staying safe on the internet. It's been a little while since the book was published, and I just have this feeling that there are some things that I want to change, perhaps reprioritize, emphasize, and basically just flush out in the book. Many of you may know or realize that I take a somewhat slightly different point of view when it comes to anti-malware software. A lot of people put a lot of emphasis, a tremendous amount of emphasis in the latest comparison and the latest test and which one does and which one doesn't work better. My belief is that once you're beyond a certain point of I'll just call it proficiency, in other words, the software works to a basic level, the incremental improvement you get from getting the latest and greatest, the award winner, the test winner, the whatever, which changes, it seems like every month or every year, not only depending on which version of the product they're looking at, but who does the testing. Once you get past a certain point of just basic functionality and things work good, the time you might spend agonizing over which package to get actually ends up being kind of sort of wasted effort. My preference, my priority when it comes to software to deal with security on your machine is, of course, that, well, you are the most important piece of software that deals with your machine. It's you that needs to understand what we keep talking about when we say common sense. It's you that needs to understand or be familiar with the basics of internet security, internet safety, and keeping your computer safe on the internet. That's why the book exists. That's why I emphasize common sense so frequently and actually have a few articles talking about the topic. There are also some new things on the radar. One of the things that's not discussed in the book that I realize today really does need to be discussed in the book is the concept of the so-called Microsoft support scam. It's not just Microsoft that's being impersonated in this way. Many different companies are being taken advantage of. The reputations of many companies are being taken advantage of as scammers try and call unsuspecting victims pretending to be from Microsoft or Dell or your ISP or somebody, claiming that they've noticed your computer is causing problems on the internet, which of course is not the case at all. What they do is they scam you out of money. That's not discussed in the book, and I think it's become so prevalent and so commonplace these days that it's something that actually deserves its own chapter. Now, if you've been paying attention to Ask Leo on Business, you'll know that that is a series of articles that I've written that are intended to all come together in a book at some point on business, on having a web presence on the internet. What I'm going to do with this update of internet safety is along those same lines. Over the course of the next few weeks, I'm going to be publishing updated articles that will themselves end up folding into the book. The book will be an expansion on the articles that I publish here, but I think that you'll see over the next few weeks a nice broad coverage of the issues that really do come together to help make you safe on the internet as you do whatever it is you do when you use your computer. So here's where you come in. Down below this video on AskLeo.com is a link to the current book's table of contents. If you already have the book, fantastic, you know exactly what's inside. But if you don't, that's fine. Down below is a PDF that has the table of contents and actually I think the first 10% of the entire book. I'd encourage you to take a look at that because what I'd like you to tell me is what's missing. What needs more emphasis in this book? What is confusing? What isn't there that you expected to be in a book discussing internet safety and keeping yourself safe on the internet? And even if you don't take a look at the table of contents or you've never cracked the book, by all means, let me know just what's your biggest concern when it comes to internet safety? What's your biggest concern, your biggest problem, the thing you find yourself either the most worried about that prevents you from fully enjoying whatever it is you're doing with your technology, or the thing that you're actually struggling with. If you've got a security-related issue that actually is in your way right now, let me know what that is. I'd like to understand what that is and see if it's something that I can fold coverage of into the next version of the Ask Leo Guide to Staying Safe on the Internet. So, as always, please, if you're watching this anywhere but on AskLeo.com, come visit this link. That's where you'll find the PDF of the first 10% of the existing book, and that's where I'd love to have you leave your comments about what you might want to see expanded on, explained, or covered in the next edition. Until next week, I'm Leo Notenboom for AskLeo.com. Thanks for watching. I'll see you then.